Well, these lives are always fun. Here we are again with an unboxing, and it's actually Owen's fault. I was about to I've ordered this new Stream Deck. I was about to go and just put it together, and he went, "You need to do an unboxing." So here we are. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, Adrian Salisbury. We talk normally about Ecamm video and cool things like this. But occasionally, when a new toy comes along, yes, why not do an unboxing and let you have a look at it? And this is quite a beauty. This is the Stream Deck XL, which is a 32 key, as opposed to the regular Stream Deck, which has 15. And actually, we've got two of these Stream Decks. This is the older model. Then there's the newer one that's actually in the same kind of casing as this one. But yeah. Here is the bigger one. Now we'll unbox this and we'll have a look at it, and then we'll have a little bit of a chat about quite why we updated or why we've upgraded to this bigger one. If you'd have found me even a year ago, probably 18 months ago, I wasn't really that fussed. I used to use this for queuing up a few scenes. But it was Owen really that got me into this, and you know, was doing some cool things with it, and just got me thinking, yeah, we ought to be using this. I was going to pop it there, but it's not quite in view. And actually, yeah, more recently, I'll tell you in a minute really, but more recently we've been really using the Stream Deck and loving it. So here we are. This is the inside of the box. Nice, a quick start guide right up front. I think there's probably only about one page in English by the looks of it. No, give them a little bit. We've got 8 pages. Really just telling me about downloading the software and things, how we're going to put this together. But as we've already got Stream Decks, the software should kick in automatically. And then here we go. This is the packaging itself then. I can't even get it out. Here it comes. Oh, it's already put together. So it's already attached to the backing. And there she is. What a beauty. So that's the difference when I put this side by side with the original one. A lot more options there. Hey, Victoria. Thought you said you'd be happy with a mini. I know. All right, I'll come back to this. Then the only other thing in here, I should be just showing this. The only other thing that I've just pulled out of here is a nice thick cable. I do like they go with these kind of thick braided ones. And yeah, it is USB-C as well, which is nice to see. I don't know. Well, the original Stream Deck, it was all attached and fixed into this one, but I know, I'm guessing that's a USB-C that Owen's got over there. He's given me a nod on his 15 key one. That's what he's on over there. So this is big, Owen. Now, where do I poke through this? So I think the idea of this is I'm trying to attach this cable, and it's also neat round the back here. I think, ironically, oh, it's just magnetic. Beautiful. So this just, I thought I'm going to have to break it apart, but it just clips together on there really nicely. And where do I actually connect this cable? Am I being crazy? Oh, it's tucked right. I'm looking on the back of this, thinking this is all beautiful, and I've just spotted, tucked in, a tiny little, you can't even see it on here, a tiny little plug around the back there. So in it goes. So now that's fitting. You can probably see a bit clearer there. It's fitting nice and snug in there. And I've got a little hole in the back of this back plate. And you know what I'm like with my cables. I do like it tidy. So there we go. Sorry, that's probably made a scream on the microphone. We'll poke that out there. And then this will just nicely, probably should have muted the microphone while I'm clanking this around. Right, there we go. So now that looks really nice and from here, it's just got this cable coming out the back, but as you just saw, we have to take it apart to connect that through. Ian, hello, my friend. Ian's actually, I don't know about the XLs. I know Ian's got several Stream Decks, and rather than me wanting this all on one, I think Owen's got different ones for different things, haven't you, Ian? Now, okay, this is cool, but I wonder if this will show it. I reckon if I change this across to the Stream Deck. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. So I've literally just plugged this in, a USB cable, put it in, and on the screen itself, it's gone like this. And I've got a little overlay that says, do you want to copy the profile from another Stream Deck? Actually, this will be interesting because let's see if I can copy this profile across. Yeah, okay. So it's pulled in, except I've picked the wrong one. No, it isn't. There's my top tips. Right, so what I had over here, gonna get in a pickle with this. Right, so let's press the button on here to change it back. So what you can see on here is on the smaller one, it's just copied that straight across, as easy as that. It's picked up these settings, dropped them into that top corner, but it's given me all this extra space down here to play with. So if you've already got a Stream Deck, it honestly couldn't be easier. And I'm literally just now pressing the buttons on the new one, and they're functioning over here. So it's as simple as that to integrate and bring it in. I don't think you're going to be able to pick this up on the camera, but and whether there's a setting in here, but can you see? Can you see that there's a difference in my? At that angle, you can. These buttons I've made over here were orange. They are orange, but they've come into here in a very washed out flat color. I think that's interesting. I'm not liking that as much. Owen, look at this. Come and have a look. Can you see it on there? Look. You're going to pull you around. You told me to do the live, so you can come on. Can you see the difference in these? Do we think there might be a profile setting in there that would change that up to?
Not sure.
No. But they're very flat. If that was the colours that I've put into this, and I've made these buttons to drop in as backgrounds, putting them on this one, I'm like, oh, that's a bit flat and disappointing. It's actually a different display on there as well. The text is sharper on these little buttons, and yeah, maybe we need to do a bit of digging in there, but we'll do that. We'll go away. We'll have a look at that. Can you change the brightness setting? Have you seen the Elgato pedals? Ian says, yeah, I did, Ian. I think they're a great feature for someone, yeah, a musician. I could imagine you sitting at your piano even doing this and kind of being able to click. I'd be constantly looking down going, what did I put down there? So let me talk a little bit about this then. So bless her, Victoria said, and quite rightly, I'd only said the other day, sorry, I'm just seeing some comments as well. I only just said the other day that I actually, when I first looked at these Stream Decks, I'm going, yeah, I don't really need that. And actually, I find it distracting and confusing to be looking at a whole, like 15 keys really. And I'm trying to find that one button that I want in there. And so I would strip it back to the absolute basics. And if it's just a case of cutting between 3 or 4 scenes, then yeah, actually one of those little Stream Deck minis I would have been quite happy with. But it's literally just been this last few weeks that we've been playing more with multi-action keys. So in order to do something like this, where we've been bringing this down on screen, taking this away, there's actually 5 controls that are happening when we do this. And I can show it to you when I come across to this Stream Deck controller. So what we're doing there is we're saying we want, first of all, this color wash to come down. And that is this one here. So action number 1, we want this color wash to come down. Then action number 2, we want the text to come down over the top of it, which in that case was this was just going through these tips the other day. Then we want this to come down. Then we want the thing to pause for 2 seconds. Then we want to click that button again to make it disappear. And then we want the green, click that button to make it disappear. So we've got color wash down, text down, pause, text away, color away. Now, all of that is quite easy to put under one button then. And so what we were doing, we'd got 30 tips that we've been running through. They're all there last week if you want to jump back and have a look at any of them. But I wanted on my Stream Deck to be able to have these buttons lined up. And what we had to do is on the previous one, and you can see it here, is see down the bottom here, it says titles 1 to 14. So we'd got 30 of these. We had to have 3 pages. So Owen had put together 3 different pages like this, titles 1 to 14, and then I clicked on it, and then I went in. We thinned them out as we got into it because by the end of the week, we'd run out of the tips. So that's been the way we've been doing this, and Owen's quite happy with that, and he can work with that. Then it'll have a folder with sound effects, or a folder with like this with titles, for instance, and he's quite happy to click that once and then go into the next bit, and away he goes. But I'm sort of thinking, and you might see actually a bit of a clue here. Really, I've put this together, and I've actually just recently created some very simple little color backgrounds so that my text really just jumps out. And I'm doing it in a way, I'm going to get my head around a system that says orange is overlays, orange is scenes, so I can look straight down and I know that I'm jumping between scenes when I'm clicking on these. The green one is to do with my overlays and things, so I can click on these to make overlays come in. And then I've just pinched these pink ones for now for my little sound effects, like
that's amazing.
So I think this will be a fun way to go to color things up, but definitely the introduction of multi-action buttons is that the right word? Multi-action keys is really the reason why we've done this. So another thing we were doing recently, and how I got it in here, trying to think what it was. It was in our Zoom. Ecamm. No, maybe it was. So these are some Zoom buttons as well that we can add into this, which is another reason why we've extended this out. I can't find where they are. I'm not going to. But we made a little action, for instance, that kind of. It was actually in our giveaway. We do a spinning wheel, we give this prize away, and I wanted something to come on the screen to say, right, you've got a minute to tell us that you're here, or we're going to spin it again and someone else is going to win. So again, to be able to hit a button that just said 1 minute, and it's got a countdown, it's got some text, it's got a little overlay, so many reasons. And this is something that we're going to be introduced. We just started today in our Ecamm Live Academy, and this is one of the things that I think we're going to be going deeper on that we've not done before, is the Stream Deck, and actually these multi-action keys, what you can do, even down to the whole if this then that, where you can actually put controls and commands in, and you can. I want to bring in some of these automations, some of the home automations and things, the switches, the Philips lights and different things that we're using to be able to put in here. I've got a button there that says Studio One, and I've been starting with it and playing with it, and underneath that it's selecting the right microphone, because weirdly enough this will default around to different things, and the speaker as well. I find sometimes that this Shure microphone gets picked up as the headphone output. So the first thing I want to do is go choose my mic, choose my audio, which I want to go through my Mac Mini speakers. I then open up my Shure app, I open up Ecamm Beta, I open Philips, I turn on the scene that I want, and I can adjust the temperature and brightness. That's for my key light as well, that's normally in the background. So I'm starting to play with this, and I like this idea that one button kind of sets everything up. And actually I can also do a similar thing at the end, that maybe when I click a button to end my live, it can do all these different things, and maybe on a timer I say turn all the lights and turn all this stuff back on again, off again. So I think we're just getting our eyes out. Well, personally, Owen's sussed this out a long time ago, but I'm certainly starting to get an appetite for these multi-action keys, these functions that we can do pressing one button and it will do a series of things. Stuff that you can't do in Ecamm without having a Stream Deck, really, to be able to time and automate these things. So I'm really excited about that. Totally, because I'm looking at this camera over here instead of this one for a change. In fact, I wonder if I pull that down. I haven't got a scene set up for this one, but if I pull the chat up, let's flick my camera back over actually, because that feels more comfortable. Good stuff. Yep. Yep. Multi-action, 2 right. Come on, Sandy. See you later. Yep, good stuff. Right, so that's it, really. They were the reasons we were doing this. For me, the idea of having this all nicely color-coded in front of me, and I know that, maybe I've got a line of sound effects down here, or maybe just one line and another one. Well, we'll see. We'll put some colors behind them, and we'll keep playing with this. Really enjoying it. Shortcuts in Ecamm are amazing. Yeah, absolutely, Ian. This is something else. The shortcuts is what we're just starting to play with as well. But yeah, so there we go. That'll do for now. And thank you so much. Can I go and play with it now, Owen? He wouldn't let me play with it. He was like, we've got to do an unboxing. So here we go. We've done an unboxing, and I think that releases me now to go and see if I can suss out these colors and get it all loaded up, ready for our live later. Okay, all the best. See you soon. Bye.